Hey, good morning, good afternoon. This is EMS Automotive, manufacturer of sheet metal for your 35, 36 Ford car. We're going to talk today about our tail pans. Our tail pan here, this happens to be for the flat back, or this some people call the slant back. This tail pan is made out of 18 gauge steel, die stamped in the United States. It has your contours, your bumper, rolls completely underneath to the interior pan. Very nice product. If you happen to have a coupe, which is the most popular of the 35, 36 Fords, here's your 35, 36 Ford coupe tail pan. Here again, manufactured by EMS in the United States. Notice all your high formed areas. You can't fab this at home. There again, it rolls underneath to the location. And our final one is the 35, 36 Ford humpback. This is the one where the trunk lid is way back window. Small trunk lid, doesn't rust much. Here again, die stamped, has all your forms, has all your curves back and forth. All your original curves and shapes just like they made back in 35. This one here, we rounded off the bumpers a little bit to give it that great street rod look that the guys love. One of the interesting things and the most understood part is the interior pan, or the inner pan to the tail panels. Some people call it a toolbox, some people call it a trunk floor extension. This is it. Here again, 18 gauge steel, which is .050, which is twice as heavy as a modern car, but that's what they used back then. We used the original stuff. Lots of shape, lots of forming, lots of curves, lots of dents, lots of noise when I bang it. Rolls underneath, has your flanges on the side. What happens, we'll take the 35, 36 flat back, the panel, there's your inner panel. Your outer panel goes on it like this. That outer panel is directly on the inside. In some places it touches, and that's what you see there. It's a little bit out like that. The dirt gets down in there, the water gets down in there. They both rot. Hard to see if you need it from the top because it's a very tight location. But if you go underneath, you can see it. You'll be able to see it from the back side, and that part you see from the back side is actually, when you crawl underneath the car, you're actually looking at the trunk floor extension. You're not looking at the tail panel. And the frame sits right here, so it's a real hard panel to see. We have them. They ship together in the same box for ease of shipping, in case that's always a concern these days. The other item that we have is we have the 35, 36 Ford rocker panel. Goes from the front door post to the rear door post. Has the curves from the front to the back, up and down. There again, we press them in big presses with our own tooling. Here again, we have the carpet bead and the shape. All of this is all die stamped and precision tooling that we make ourselves. Hey, we're back. Changed some parts around. Want to tell people, yes, we have a website, emsautomotive.com, but we also have the favorite printed catalog. Has all the parts that we made in there. All you have to do is call us at 216-541-4585. We'd be happy to send you a catalog out for free. Okay, we talked about the rocker panel before. What we have next is, in front of the door, we have the lower front cowl. Interesting little piece, doesn't cost very much. This is kind of the door post rolling up to the firewall. Here again, we stamp the beads in there. Very commonly rusted part. Very inexpensive. There again, made in the United States. Behind the door, we have the rear quarter panel. We got the flange that rolls under. We have the bead that is you know, always damaged and always hard to make. So we have that. They're sold in pairs. Very good. What we have, the most popular things that like to rust out on our 35, 36 Fords. And EMS makes the EMS door bottom kit, which includes your outer skin, die stamped to 20 gauge steel, has your beads, matches up with the door on the other end, or the cowl, whichever ones you happen to be. has the flanges so that when you can go hemming around, it's just not a flat sheet. It can be bent around the inner structure. So it'll be done just like they made it today. The inner structure, it comes as part of the kit. So every kit has an outer skin inner structure. The inner structure is 18 gauge. Die stamped, has all your curves and shapes, all of the features the original had. So you cut this off, you put it on the car, and you have a brand new door bottom, all those leaves and garbage stuck in the bottom will be gone. And we even stamped a hinge pocket in there. Again, all of the shapes go together. Goes together as a nice piece. There again, your bottom of your door. Wonderful parts. They ship together in the same box for low cost shipping. Some of the things when the guys change your floor pan, there's the door post reinforcement bracket. 18 gauge steel, has some form to it, sold as pairs. Kind of goes into door post to strengthen it up a little bit. Originally it was it was a standard on the convertibles and roadsters, but a lot of the guys are using it now on their sedans and coupes, and in order to make that door post a little bit stronger as we do the repairs. Go. Okay. New for 2014 from EMS Automotive, we are now manufacturing running boards. Often damaged, often banged up, often rotted out. These are made out of 16 gauge steel, which is .065, made in the United States. This is a steel smoothie for that, you know, it's perfectly smooth for that street rod look that the guys love. If you want to put the rubber mats over it, glue them down, do it any way you want. Here again, this is die stamped. We've rolled it. We've got all the curves in there. We drill the mounting holes for you. And they sell as a pair, left and right, ship in the same box. We include the braces. Here again, we punch the holes, the offset, bend it. The big gauge bracket is also out of 16 gauge, which is very heavy. So you can have a nice running board, get that car all fixed up. The running boards go between the two fenders. Front fender is over here, back fender is over here. On the 35, 36 Fords, the rear fender, as it bolts to the running board over here, will rust out because of the dirt trapped in there with the double brace. We manufacture these here in our own factory with our own tooling. These are 18 gauge outers. We stamp and weld in the inner brace just like it's supposed to be. We roll the edge of the fender so it'll match up to your car. It goes right together like this with the running board. There again, it's a common rust area. They're sold separately, so you can buy one side or the other, whatever you might happen to need. For some of those you like to watch us on, you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram or Tumblr, or wonderful new stuff that we have these days. And you know, you can talk to us there. If you have any questions, feel free to call us at customer service 216-541-4585.